welcome back to another episode of House of Aquarius podcast. It is your favorite Aquarius here, Make a Wish. About to bring you another one. Oh man, check this one out. This is one of the things I've been incubating and marinating and other eating words that means growing in succession, waiting for this moment to happen, okay? I've been thinking about this for quite some time, so it's time to drop this one. Actually, the thing is, I'm not sure if I'm ready to do this one the correct way, but as you know by this podcast, fuck it, let's go. The water is hopefully warm enough. So, I read this book a few months ago. Been constantly thinking about this, like I said, gyrating and vibrating, all the good stuff inside my head. It's time to drop it right now. Today, we are talking about the 5 love languages, a book by Gary Chapman. If you guys don't know about that love stuff and you're thinking about having issues in your relationship, that kind of stuff, that's a good place to start. Unless you get like a life coach like me to help you through that situations, you know what I'm saying? Um, Aside from that, it's this gonna be a good one. This is gonna be interesting, very insightful. So for those of you who don't know what this book is about, the 5 love languages, okay? Let me give you a quick synopsis. Again, like I said, I recommend the book if you want to check it out. Blah blah blah. The 5 love languages. Every person in this world has a way that they want to be loved. That's kind of the premise of the book. And when we know the way that people want to be loved, we can do things towards that to enhance their love and our relationships with them. That is the whole point of the book. It goes some details about descriptions and all that good stuff, which I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that right now. And there's a few things in there that I don't really fully agree with. I see some differences about how it could be enhanced per se, but I never read his other like 19 books, which may have already covered that. But who knows though? But either way, everyone has a primary love language, and when we do not know the love language of our spouse or our children or I guess our bosses, whoever like that, we talk about just purely relationships, mostly in romantic, but any relationship, we can't properly pander to that to make them feel good, feel happy, you know. So things we do can have a negative impact because they're going against their love language and that kind of stuff. That's kind of the gist of it, okay? So today, what we're going to do, we're going to discuss in regards to how the 5 love languages are incorporated into sun sign astrology. So let me say that to you again. Today, we're going to talk about how the 5 love languages can be applied to sun sign astrology. So when I say that, this may or may not particularly pertain to you directly because it takes other aspects of the birth chart happen to come into place for each individual person. However, generally speaking, we can attack the love languages with the sun sign astrology because for the most part that is consistently the same, regardless of who you are as an Aquarius or a Virgo or a Scorpio. At that core, that's where it's derived from. Okay? So hopefully when I go through this, you guys will actually start seeing things and feeling things like that touched me in spots I didn't know if it touched that. You know what I'm saying? So let me know down in the comments below how that works out for you, how you think about this. And as we go through this analyzation of this, we're going to hopefully come to some good conclusions. All right? Because as always, I ain't do this shit beforehand. So let's jump in. All right, so we're gonna zoom over here to the other screen, so we can pull up this little thing so you guys can see. This is gonna be actually a sprinkled with love episode. So sprinkled with astrology. There we go. Wrong love, wrong sprinkling. All right. So as you see here, we have our food signs and all the good jazz here at the side. Blah 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 blah. Everyone's color coded for their according to their element. You know. So you guys can easily see things. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I done messed this up. 1 second. Okay, so where we were at. So like I said, looking at this here, we actually have, I thought I'd do some schooling, so I ain't do no schooling. That just saved so much time and energy now. No, don't want to change the colors of that real quick. I mean, anything colors? Yeah, let's spice it up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Spice it up a little bit, get some purple in there. Since we're not talking about the dangerous stuff, you know what I'm saying? We get it smoothed up a little something, got a little green, a little bit of that. The gifts of love, what gifts of love? We're gonna do, what's the gift? Color gift? Bright happiness. Some job like that, you know. Quality time, it's cool, serene. Actually, you know what? Keep that blue. Acts of service, that's some work stuff. That's a gray area. If you're someone like me, it's not actually act of service. Whatever. Okay, so we have acts of service here. The 5 love languages here. So going into that, we have, as you can see, we have the acts of service. Which quick description of that? That's basically saying, hey, I love you. Let me go do your dishes. Let me go wash your car. Let me go fold the laundry. That kind of stuff. That's act of service, okay? As I say these things, you might start popping in your mind signs of what they could possibly be. If you got a little, you know, a little something in the zodiac, you know, in the astrology realm. Words of affirmation. That is basically things like compliments. Good work, fine effort, you're doing amazing, you look good today, that kind of stuff, okay? And this thing I also mentioned, there is what they call some dialects, the things that are offsets of it that actually could be applied to the actual love language, not directly it, you know what I'm saying? So you should probably check that book out. I'm gonna get into it on my other podcast a little more in depth, but this is about that right now. So, gifts of love. Well, that's kind of a no-brainer. You give things or receive things in regards to material things, the things that people appreciate, and show things like birthdays and cards and flowers and all the good job and jazz, okay? Quality time. The amount of time you spend properly with someone to, you know, make them feel good, make them aware that you're there. Physical touch, holding hands, high-fiving, chest bumping, rubbing feet, anything of that nature, okay? So, like I said, as we get further into this stuff here, I want you to understand that I'm going to attack it from 2 different perspectives. One, how the sign shows the love, which, as you see here, now on these things, they show the love and how they want the love to be given to them. All right. And one thing that I want to address here as we go further, all 5 of these things here, they're all a part of every relationship. Every person wants this stuff. The thing is, we're talking about the primary, the majority, the ones where it actually has the biggest bearing on their happiness. That's what we're talking about right now, or happiness or their sadness. Everyone has these things, just in different levels of priority. And we're going to attack the ones with the most priority right now. And as life goes on, which I'm not trying to get too far into this, those slightly change or alter. Some things get a little more priority than what it does. But the main one should always be the most consistent one throughout the course of your lifetime. That's what we're talking about right now. So, with that being said, excuse me. All right, let's get into this. See, I was initially, you know what? It has right now in alphabetical order. But I was thinking about doing it in the zodiacal calendar order. So with that being said, then I'm just go ahead and keep going that way. Even though it's so easy just to snatch it like that. But, you know, we're going to do this. And for the most part, I'm going to try and do what they want first. So forgive me if I slip up between now and then. Alright, so first things first. Our first friend, Aries. Get a little quick summary of these bad boys. Aries is a sign that is very passionate. They really do care about the people around them, and they will do things for them without hesitation. And sometimes unsolicitedly. So sometimes it's really good to have a great Aries friend in your life who is willing to help you out and do things for you and to interject themselves into your life in a very attempt to be positive way. There are times when that's not a good thing. But that being said, though, actually that's the best way to put it. Before we keep going, for the most part, we're gonna go with easy the power of deductive reasoning. Is how we're gonna go through most of this stuff. Okay, so I should have said that way earlier, but too late now. So, like I said, how you know what? Nah, change that. I'm gonna go with show love. I'm gonna go with showing first. How Aries show love would actually be easier. I'll talk about this stuff. All right, so like I said, we have a good friend, the Aryan first. Like I said, they do a lot of things for people, sometimes unsolicited, not ask for things, so that could be the running. Words of affirmation. Do they really need the compliments, or do they give a lot of compliments in regards to people? Well, see that for that right there, if you think about this, Aries is a sign always known for being too blunt, open, and direct about people, about information for people. So, in that regards, no. They might unintentionally hurt people's feelings by accidents quite often. So that's one thing I watch out for. So that's not words for affirmation. That's not how they show love. Gifts of love. That goes kind of in the act of service situation in regards to how they act. But I don't see the gifts of love being the primary over top of the act of service. All right. Quality time. Now this one, as I said, they like to spend a lot of time doing things for people to care about. So doing things for people to care about is not necessarily always just bringing stuff to them. It's sometimes just being around the people who are doing that kind of stuff. So that's a good forerunner right there too. Interesting. Physical touch. I mean, Aries is a sign that likes to do things not necessarily spur of the moment, but impromptu. So, in that regards, will they show the love through physical touch? That comes down to the person. So in this running here, I'm in between acts of service and quality time. Acts of service, quality time. When you need something, you tell Aries that you're doing something or need something like that, they are quick to do things. Acts of service. That's actually funny because when I think about this beforehand, I did not consider this would potentially be an act of service kind of individual. Yet here we are right now. Now, actually, it's funny now that I think about that. I just said kind of the two big things in regards to how they are. So, in that regards, words of affirmation. That's what. Acts of service. Do they want things being done for them more often than they do it themselves? They do if I'm thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? So that could be a dissuasion of that. Words of affirmation. Words of affirmation is actually one of the things that, a little secret, I'm actually a word of affirmation person, but I'm not a compliment person. This is what we call one of the dialects, where it is actually negative things said to me affect me more than things being said to me in a positive light, like drastically. Like that's a huge thing in my relationship. Well, all my relationships all wrap around that right there. Words of affirmation actually is my thing. And the good thing about this, well, not a good thing, in the situation for Aries, Aries is a sign that they do happen to get upset with things being said to them, but they approach it, direct it, confront it, and then they let it go. So I don't believe words of affirmation is actually one of them. Even though that is a key thing in regards to making Aries upset and ruining her day, that's not actually a thing I believe. Is gifts of love. And again, receiving things as Aries, they tend to get their own thing quickly by themselves. You know what I'm saying? So that's a quick note for this one. Quality time. As I said before, they actually do really do being around people, the passion, because like I said, the passion, the love that they give to people. You know what? I'm gonna get too far into that one. I do believe that's it. Quality time. Quality time is Aryan. Is how they want to be loved. I try to say a thing final answer for both for Aries. All right, before we move to the next. Because physical touch, like I said, physical touch is the thing. Like they may desire that. It's a lusty thing. It's really hard to gauge that one for the Aries person because the sun sign himself does not scream, "I need to be touched to be happy." You know what I'm saying? So, all right, one down. Now, like I said, shows Taurus, our good friend Taurus. All right, going through this here. Acts of service. Aries or Taurus. Taurus is a sign that they are doers, they are workers. They are known for quote unquote being plotting and directing, doing their thing and making things happen at a speed at which they determine to be their own. They are very quality reaching type sign. They like the finer things in life, monetarily speaking. They get their money, buy good quality stuff. They're turned off by things that aren't up to snuff. So going with that, acts of service, that's not them. They do things, but I don't see them being an acts of service kind of person. Where's affirmation? Them talking, giving all good things. Actually, being that this is they're very expressive when they're actually involved with someone in particular. But giving compliments regularly, considering the fact this is a feminine sign, are more introspective, keeping thoughts inside their head and act upon things first, I don't think words of affirmation is the thing in regards to showing. Gifts of love. How they show their love. Gifts of love. I think it was gifts of love. Like I said, higher taste, high quality things. That could potentially be one right there. Because they like to give this buy stuff, have good things, and give it to someone. But then again, the giving to someone is something that's not necessarily known as a Taurian trait. So that one, we'll keep that. We'll come back to that one. Quality time. Quality time. Taurus is a sign that really enjoys stability, setting things up to be in a relationship that they want to be in for the long haul, for the long run. This is a sign that actually really does enjoy a lot of the time setting things up for the foundation of a stable home. That's a good one. Because the very next one, what I was thinking initially, physical touch. Taurus is a very sensual sign. They are physically adept people who like they're the workhorses of the zodiac by being the ones that I like to do things that are physical. Well, for not being well defined, in good shape, sensual with the touch and the love and affectionate, those kind of things. So interesting. I'm actually at odds right here between these two. Just FYI, let me know down in the comments below which one you put them at. If you agree with mine, don't agree with this one. because I'm still at odds right now. Quality time, physical touch. Quality time, physical touch. Quality time. I think that's it right there. I think quality time is the biggest one because since they are homebodies and they like to be in the home situation or be around things that are familiar with them, quality time seems like the most reasonable one to actually to finalize that. And then going back to how they want to be loved, as I said before, is the quality time. Because the other three already thrown out. Like I said, I'm not gonna lie. The gifts of love. That's one thing that always in the ropes. I thought about for Taurus, but I don't think that's something that's very prominent for them. Because you picking something for them may not be the best idea when they're like, you know what, I can pick up something better for myself. You know what I'm saying? So in that regards, I'm actually at odds with this one. Only for these two here. Only for these two here. The next one I think about it, it's really tough. I think I might have put on both the same thing. But I really do feel showing the love through physical touch is the thing. Touching, held hands, walking in the park. Just being that like I don't want to say the both quality time because that's not absurd, but I don't think that's actually what it is. Okay, funny answer. Funny answer. Shows your love. Taurus shows your love through physical touch. And quality time is how they want to be loved. Okay? Funny answer. I said this is gonna be a little rough at times. Like I said, I'm gonna just go through my analyzation of how this works right now. So